snakes. My name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday again. Well, yeah, this is just a premiere because I'm in Spain and the connection wasn't really stable. So why not just do a premiere instead? So it's time for top 20 best cards in planar chaos. That's excluding time shifted cards. I was going to do 20 time shifted, 20 normals, and then 5 time shifted, but that would make a very long premiere. So why not do just 20 regular cards in planar chaos, and then for the Future Sight podcast, I will include the 5 best time shifted cards. Yeah, and that will most probably be my last podcast with long hair. Yeah. And then this week I'm just going to donate my hair. So yeah. So now it's time for the first card. We've got BattleMage. Yeah, it is actually a very good card. Like, BattleMage is like a 3-mana 2/2 human wizard with kicker. It's a 2 green, 2/2 with kicker, 2 blue and or 1 and 1 black. 2 in the blue and or 1 in the black. And when it comes into the battlefield, if the 2 in the blue kicker cost was paid, target player discards 3 cards. Wow. In blue, discard 3 cards? Wow. And then when BattleMage enters battlefield, if the 1 in the black kicker cost was played, tap to an untapped creature and that creature deals damage equal to its power to its controller. Wow. That's actually very good. So yeah, so basically it can be a 3-mana 2/2. Below average, or it can be for 2 and a green, or it can be 3 green and black 2/2. Now when it enters the battlefield, it taps down a creature and it will hit its controller. So basically a Blightsteel Colossus would kill its own controller. Wow. Fate. Oh no, wait, Fate? Is Fate trigger with combat damage or with regular damage? I don't know. Yeah. But or you could do 4 blue and a green 2/2, which enters you just force the opponent to discard 3 cards. That is actually better than above average, because there was a card that literally was like 1 in the black, target player discards a card. But if you pay the 4-mana kicker cost, that player discards 3 cards instead. So BattleMage is better because you don't need black, and you get a 2/2 creature as well. Yeah. Or you can just pay full cost. Like you could do like 5 green, blue, black, which is very expensive, for a 2/2, which target player discards 3 cards, then tap down a creature and it deals damage equal to its power to its controller. Yeah, it is actually a very good card. And it was actually part of some, in the past. Yeah, it was referencing a cycle in the past, which was like, Anna and other stuff. Like, there's like Anna Disciple, Anna Sanctuary, and Anna Volver, because there's different cycles which had, which basically had a Disciple, a Sanctuary, and a Volver. So yeah, Anna BattleMage is most likely making a reference to Anna Volver, because yeah, the thing is that there was no cycle in Planar Chaos like there was in Apocalypse, was it? Yeah, I think so. It was Anna Volver's a 3 and a green, 3/3 Volver. with kicker 1 in a blue and or black. If you pay the 1 in a blue kicker cost, enters the battlefield with 2+1/+1 counters on it and has flying. Oh wow, flying. And if you paid the black kicker cost, and Evolver enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it and has pay 3 life to regenerate an Evolver. Wow. So yeah, if you pay the black kicker cost, it will be hard for an Evolver to die. And yeah, the good thing is that you can pay both for an Evolver. Like, you could literally have like a 4 mana 3/3 below average. 3 and a green. Or you could have a 3 green and black 4/4 Volver with pay 3 life to regenerate. Good, actually. Or you could pay 4 green blue for a 5/5 Volver with flying. I prefer Maharoti Division. Yeah. Or you could just go for like 4 green blue black for a 6/6 Volver with flying and pay 3 life to regenerate. Very good. Now that's the best it could reach. There is an Anna Disciple, which kinda is like the guild mages in Ravnica. Yeah. And there was also Anna Sanctuary, which isn't really that bad either. Like, well, yeah. In the past, literally, Anna was the same thing as Sultai. Like the Mardu clans. No, wait, what? Mardu? No, Tarkir clan. Sorry, Mardu is one of the Tarkir clans. That was what I meant. Yeah, the Tarkir clans were like there's like 5 sets of 3 colors, and those 5 sets of 3 colors existed before in Apocalypse. I think it's called to say, yeah, and basically the same Sultai was Anna in the past, basically. But then basically there was the Alara regions, which were like Gritzes and stuff, like, and they were like regions in Alara. But then like in Tarkir they decided to make the stuff in Apocalypse different clans with different names. Like Anna became Sultai. Yeah. That's how it was. Now, next card. We've got Aether Membrane. It's actually a very good card. Like, it's a 3 mana 0/5 wall with Defender and Reach. Yeah, Defender and Reach. Reach makes it a good card. And when it blocks a creature, unsummon it at end of combat. Wait, unsummon a red on a wall? Wow. Definitely a good card. It's very good because it's in red. Like, sometimes there are cards that are very good because they are in a different color than what they were supposed to be. Like, unsummon is blue. That's basically the ability of Aether Membrane. I actually like the alpha unsummon. It had an error, which basically it said, instead of saying discarded, it said carded. Like, it said like return creature to owner's hand. It doesn't even say target. Yeah. Enchantments on creature are carded. Yeah. Because they were Oros, so they were discarded. Yeah. Unsummon cannot be played during the damage dealing phase of an attack. That was in the past. Now it's possible because damage no longer goes on the stack. Well, yeah, at least that's why I think, like, well, yeah, damage doesn't go on the stack, but many people told me that damage used to go on the stack, so, like, I'm not sure if that's true or not. They also told me there was an old mulligan rule before Paris mulligan rule came out, and now it's going to get replaced by London mulligan. Yeah, in M20. I've always wondered, how would Leyline of Sanctity work with the London mulligan? Like, is it possible to basically mulligan to 0, and then, like, before you take the cards back to the bottom of your deck, you could just put Leyline of Sanctity, and then put the others on the bottom of your deck? I don't know. I think so. But maybe not. Yeah. And by the way, Leyline of Sanctity is getting reprinted in M20. But yeah. Next card we've got Akroma, Angel of Fury. Oh yeah, you didn't realize that basically that's my first ever premiere, which isn't an unboxing video, or basically my 4th premiere, because I did 3 unboxing premieres, but that's my first ever podcast premiere. Yeah, because I would just do any podcast premiere that I can't do it live, because I might be on holidays, or it's just a big unboxing video. Yeah. So there's Akroma, Angel of Fury, which is an 8-mana 6/6 angel, which can't be countered. That's flying, trample, protection from white, and protection from blue. So yeah. So and it has fire breathing as well. I don't know, why is fire breathing not a keyword ability? How is Outlast a keyword ability when fire breathing isn't? Like, they sometimes made like different mechanics because of different cards. Like Vigilance was created because of the card Vigilance. Lifelink because of Lifelink. Fire breathing because of fire breathing, which was actually originally from Alpha. Yes, seriously. And Dragon Whelp and Shivan Dragon had it. And yeah, many others. The thing is that fire breathing isn't really a real mechanic, but it has Morph for free and free red. Wow. So you could just play Akroma face down as a 2/2 creature for free mana, but then you can turn it face up for free and free red. Yeah. So basically, you can basically either directly cast it on like turn 8 or something, probably, or you could just put face down on turn 3 as a 2/2, and on turn 6 it's a 6/6, and then can directly attack because no summoning sickness, because it's Morph. There's also Akroma, Angel of Wrath, which is the original version of Akroma, Angel of Fury, which was also reprinted in the same block, like, because Planar Chaos is the second set of the Time Spiral block, which basically, the block literally, like, the Time Spiral block literally had like no reprints or nearly no reprints, but like the only reprints in the set were like Time Spiral Time Shifted, which was a subset inside of the set Time Spiral. And then like Planar Chaos, instead of having reprints, they had time shifts, which basically were old cards, which were like remade in a different color, and sometimes the color of the text was altered. So like Piracy Charm was the time shifted version of Funeral Charm, and basically replaces Swamp Walk with Island Walk, but everything else is the same. Also, the worst card in the game, Bog Serpent, was also a time-shifted version of Sea Serpent, and the text was altered, so instead of saying island, it said swamp, because otherwise it would be impossible. Like, you'd rarely have an island and a swamp at the battlefield on just a single black card. Like, that would make it even worse. Like, Wizards decided not to make it too bad. Like, but it is already too bad. It's like the worst card in the game. Yeah. And also there's Akroma's Memorial, which was printed the set after Planar Chaos, which was Future Sight, which Future Sight basically had no reprints, but basically all cards except for time shifts were referencing cards in the past. But time shifts, the thing is that the time shifts weren't neither alternate colors nor time shifted reprints. They were actually future cards. Like, they're referencing cards in the future, like mechanics or even cycles or stuff. Like, Delve was actually originally from Future Sight. Also, the Canopy lands that you see in Modern Horizons, they were originally from Horizon Canopy, of course. Yes, everyone knows that. But yeah. Also, yeah, there are many mechanics and cycles that came or are going to come out with Future Sight. Yeah. And now, next card. We've got Jodah's Avenger. Yeah, it is actually a very good card. Like, it's a 6 mana 4/4, but then basically you can play 0 mana. Oh great, 0 mana, wow. Until end of turn, Jodah's Avenger gets -1/-1 and gains a choice of double strike protection from red, vigilance, or shadow. Yeah. So basically, it's actually very good. So like, it can be just a 6 mana 4/4, or it can be a 6 mana 3/3 with double strike. Wow, that's direct 6 damage. Wow. Or it can be a 6 mana 3/3 with protection from red. Good. 6 mana 3/3 vigilance, and then on the opponent's turn it's a 4/4, and it can be a 6 mana 3/3 shadow, which with shadow you could basically sneakily attack, or you could even block shadowy creatures, which the problem with shadowy creatures is that there aren't many, so the majority of shadowy creatures are just unblockable. There are also creatures that could block creatures with shadow, even though it doesn't have shadow, and then can block regular creatures. It's referencing Urza's Avenger, which is a 6 mana 4/4 artifact creature. And as for 0 mana, it gets -1/-1 and your choice of banding, flying, first strike, or trample on turn of turn. So instead of shadow, it gets flying. Instead of double strike, it's just first strike. Banding instead of protection from red, and then trample instead of vigilance. Yeah. Like, banding wasn't a very strong mechanic. Like, banding forced you to like have a band of certain creatures, many creatures that had banding, and then up to one creature without banding. That's the thing with banding. Yeah. And then you could just, they attack and block as a team, but then you decide to split the damage out to the creatures. So yeah. Next card. slash bust, which, yeah, boom says 1 in the red, sorcery, destroy target land you control and target land you don't control. So you can deal with it very easily. Like, since it said destroy and not sacrifice, then an indestructible land would already help, and that makes it a cheaper Stone Rain. Oh, Stone Rain. Yeah, that's a good one. Or if you don't want to go for indestructible lands, you could use lands which benefit by getting destroyed, or you could just sacrifice the lands in response. So you could go like Wasteland Wasteland slash Strip Mine in response to boom. Yeah, you just target it and you like in response, boom. In response, sacrifice, destroy one of the other player's lands, and then boom also destroys the other land. Yeah. Also you could go like, for example, God's Eye Gate to the Reikai. You could just destroy it and you get a 1/1 spirit. Yeah. No flying. Yeah. It's very good. Yeah. And there were actually some gates that, like, there's like 2 gates. Mystic Gate and God's Eye, which it had a gate in the name, but they weren't gates. That's the thing. Like, there's only 11 gates. There's like the 10 guild gates, and then Gateway Plaza. And now, let's look at Bust. Bust is a 5 in the red sorcery, destroy all lands. Oh wow. So, yeah. So, Bust, yeah, I saw the art on Bust is basically, like, it's like boom, but it's more destroyed. Yeah. It said destroy all lands. So yeah, it is kind of like a more expensive version of Armageddon, which is 3 in white instead of 5 in the red. Or it's basically like it's like a time shifted version of Fall of the Fran, which it's the same mana cost, but then at lore 2 and 3, you get to recover 2 lands from the graveyard onto the battlefield. So you can very easily undo the effects of the land destruction on Fall of the Fran, but Bust just destroy all lands. Like, in red, it's kind of good. Like, Armageddon and Ravages of War, or like literally destroy all lands for 4 mana. Like, white had a lot of land destruction, blue had a lot of land disruption. Yeah. Green, yeah, it had not much, but it had a bit. Red is now starting to have land destruction, and black also had land destruction. A lot of land destruction. Like, Sinkhole was originally from Alpha, and it was a common actually. Now it got reprinted as rare, so like it never got a chance to be Pauper. Because Pauper was just common seller that appeared online. Like Magic Online promos and Vintage Masters count. Yeah. It's literally Magic Online promos and Vintage Masters were literally the only sets that existed only online and nowhere else. Yeah. That's one. We've got Braids, Conjurer, Adept. So yeah, Braids, Conjurer, Adept is a 2 and 2 blue, 2/2 human wizard with, at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player may put an artifact, creature, or land card from his or her hand into play. So basically, it's the reverse version of Braids Cabal minion, which was the original version of Braids, which is 2 and 2 black, 2/2 human minion. Yeah, being errated to be a human because of Braids, conjurer, adept. Braids Cabal minion became human. Yeah. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices an artifact, creature, or land. Yeah, 4 mana 2/2. Also, what's similar to Braids could be Gate to the Aether, or yeah, but more like a show and tell. The Gate to the Aether. So Gate to the Aether is a 6 mana artifact. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player may reveal the top card of his or her library. If it's an artifact, creature, enchantment, or land card, that player may put it into the battlefield. Wow. Very good. The Gate to the Aether. Well, the very good card is Braids. Conjurer adept. Like, I don't know how is Braids not banned in Commander when, yeah, the Conjurer adept when Braids Cabal minion is banned in Commander. Yeah, it was banned as a Commander, but now it's banned in Commander entirely. Yeah. And now
RenderForest.com.
we've got Chronozoa. Well, yeah, there wasn't any similar card to Chronozoa that wasn't in Planar Chaos. Well, yeah, there was. Yeah, because there was a card in Planar Chaos called Deadly Grub, which, yeah, it has like a similar effect to Chronozoa because like Deadly Grub is a 4 mana 3/3. No, wait, what? No. Chronozoa is a 4 mana 3/3. Deadly Grub is a 3 mana 3/1, which also has Vanishing Free, doesn't have flying, but when a Deadly Grub will die, it has 0 time counters on it. Then you get to create a 6/1 insect with Shroud. Basically a deadly insect. Yeah. I think I have deadly insect. I'm not sure, but I might have it. Yeah. So Chronozoa is a very good card. Like it was actually one of the best blue creatures. Well, mono blue creatures, yeah. It's a 4 mana 3/3 illusion with flying and vanishing free. So yeah, it enters battlefield with 3 time counters on it. In the middle of your upkeep, remove a time counter from it. When the last is removed, sacrifice it. And when Chronozoa would die, if it has no time counters on it, create 2 copies of Chronozoa. Yeah. So like, I saw that if something was to copy Chronozoa, and yeah, something was to copy Chronozoa, then when it runs out of time counters, then it basically makes 2 copies of Chronozoa, because if it was to make 2 copies of the Shapeshifter, then that would be very good. Like because it would say like create 2 copies of card name. Like that's why I saw when they made like Nicol Bolas Dragon God. Like when it was to make the -5 of Jace, the one from Ixalan, then it created 2 copies of Nicol Bolas because it said like create 2 copies of card name, not of Jace. So like, yeah, that made, yeah. So basically, still, it's like, because the thing is that the Shapeshifter might change its name to Chronozoa. That's the thing. Like, I'm not sure what happens if it's a shapeshifter that keeps the name. It copies. So yeah, but still, like, with Solemnity, that'll just break the game. Like, it goes infinite, and you go like infinite Chronozoas, and like whoa, and like it goes into an infinite loop. Like, you just break the game. Like drop a Chronozoa. Oh no, 2 Chronozoas, 4 Chronozoas, 8 Chronozoas, 16 Chronozoas, 32 Chronozoas, 64 Chronozoas, 128. It like literally never stops. So yeah, it goes into an infinite loop until someone destroys Solemnity, which is a rare case. So basically, it goes infinite loop, and that's it. Like it will be a draw, or if it's a tournament, then and you did it on purpose, then the judge will like give you game loss for. Like, if you were to make an infinite loop that no one can break, then it's basically like a draw or game loss. Yeah, that's the thing with infinite loops. You just can't break them. Next card we've got Detritivore. Well, basically it's whole cycle, but mainly Detritivore. Like, Detritivore is a Lurgoyf. Yes, it's a Lurgoyf. Tarmogoyf. Yes, Tarmogoyf in the background. Yeah, that's Detritivore, which is a. So Detritivore is a 4-mana X Lurgoyf, which power and toughness are equal to the number of non-basic land cards in your opponent's graveyard. Wow. And you can suspend X 3 in a red, X can't be 0. And whenever time counter is removed from Detritivore while it's removed from the game, or while it's exiled actually, destroy target non-basic land. So like, if your opponent has no non-basic lands in the graveyard, then you just suspend it for a while, and then you just mash the non-basic lands. Yeah, there might be a lot of non-basic lands in graveyards in Commander. Like, a very similar version is of Detritivore. Was Terravore, which is like 3 mana X Lurgoyf with trample, and its power toughness are each equal to the number of land cards in all graveyards. So yeah, you know how Lurgoyfs were like, originally the first Lurgoyf was Lurgoyf. I don't know when was it. I don't remember when was it printed, but like that was the first Lurgoyf, yeah, which had power and toughness equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards, and toughness was like +1. So then they decided to make an Odyssey, a whole cycle of Lurgoyfs. There's like Terravore. There's also one which basically power and toughness was equal to number of creatures in all graveyards and could regenerate. Yeah, Terravore has trample. Like, Lurgoyfs, the only Lurgoyfs to have like keywords or special abilities were the Lurgoyf cycle in Odyssey. Like, because the original Lurgoyf, which is simply Lurgoyf, and power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures in all graveyards. But toughness is +1. Yeah. Yeah, that's Detritivore. And of course everyone knows it, Tarmogoyf, which power and toughness are each equal to the number of card types in all graveyards, and toughness is +1. Yeah. So, like, Detritivore is good, like, used for because it has the best suspendability, because like, when it's suspended you can just mash lands. Detritivore and the whole of the suspend Eds cycle in planar chaos is very good in plane chase, because the plane chase literally says, like, there's a plane that says you can all cards in your hand as like suspend Eds for you could suspend non-land cards. You suspend non-land spells from your hand for free, as though if you had suspend Eds, where Eds is mana cost. So like with the Detritivore, you could just suspend for 0, and it's already 4. So like you could just smash 4 lands, and therefore enters as a 4/4 or bigger even. Also with there was a card as well, which was the blue version of the Detritivore, was like cards in power and toughness was equal to the number of cards in your hand, and when time counter is removed from that card, you draw a card. The thing is that it says while it's removed from the game. So basically, if it was to have vanishing somehow, no, it does not work. It's only while it's suspended. Yeah. Also when it's delayed, like if someone was to cast delay on the Detritivore, which why would you do that? You just lose 3 non-basic lands just for delaying the Detritivore. Yeah. That's what most probably will happen. Like, yeah, the Detritivore, nope, delay. Fine, you're losing a land. Probably 2. And then, yeah, that's what usually happens. If you were to, like, but the thing is that the Detritivore isn't really a card very played. But it's a very nice card, the Detritivore. Well, it is a very good card. Urborg was always something very good. Yeah. Okay. Next card. We've got Temporal Extortion. Wait, black can take extra turns? Well, yes, it can in Planar Chaos. Like, Planar Chaos was also like a set which was out of its color pie, because like in the past there wasn't really a color pie. So like Time Spiral Block was all about references to the past. Well, Future Sight's time shifted cards were references to the future. Wait, references to the future? Well, actually, more like the future cards are going to reference Future Sights. So like basically, like the enemy canopies in Modern Horizons were making a reference to Horizon Canopy in Future Sight. And also, which is like Future Sight had like an ally color cycle, which basically was like 5 lands, which basically would make a future cycle. So like Horizon Canopy was there, so like they decided to make enemy color cycle in Modern Horizons, because like, well, what I expected that they were going to make, I actually wanted them to make the canopies in Modern Horizons, and then when they got spoiled, I was like, yes, we got canopies. And then when I heard it was just like only enemy colors, like, wait, why? I actually wanted all 9 canopies to be in Modern Horizons, like even red, black, like if they make a dual land cycle, either they make ally colors, enemy colors, or all color combinations, except in the cases of Ravnica, because like Ravnica is like 5 random guilds in the first set, the other 5 guilds in the next set, and then all 10 guilds in the final set. I actually expected Shocklands to be reprinted in WarSpark. They didn't. But like in in the past Ravnica sets, it was like they weren't really reprinted, but like it was possible to pull one off from a pack because I was once opening a Dragon's Race fat pack, and I opened a Godless Shrine, which was from Gatecrash. Yeah, because it was Return to Ravnica, then Gatecrash, and then Dragon's Race. In the past, the first one was like Ravnica City of Guild Pact, and then Dissension. Like Dissension had all 10 Shocklands. Dragon's Race had no Shocklands, but it was possible to open one out of a pack. So the thing is that like when Ravnica block was standard legal, Dragon's Maze did not extend the standard legality of the Shockland because Dragon's Maze, it was like because when Dragon's Maze was like only Dragon's Maze was standard legal, then the rest of Ravnica was like out of standard. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Now time to move on to Temporal Extortion. I was just talking about all the dual lands and stuff. Yeah. Remember, type in the top chat on the comments which is your favorite dual land? What's your favorite color combination? So yeah, there's Temporal Extortion, which is a 4-black sorcery. When you cast Temporal Extortion, any player may pay half of their life. Round it up. If a player does, counter Temporal Extortion. Oh no! It has a weakness, yeah. And it's taken as return after this one. So like, either it's 4 mana to take in as return. Great, it's a cheaper version of Temporal Manipulation / Capture of Zenhu. And or it can be an unkicked Blood Tribute. Like basically Blood Tribute is like literally 6 mana sorcery, but has kicker to tap an untapped vampire you control. Target opponent loses half his or wait, what? It should say off. Like it says loses half his or her life. Loses half of his or her life total, rounded up. If Blood Tribute was kicked, you gain life equal to life lost this way. Now, is there some sort of error in Blood Tribute? Like, there was an error in the text of Hostage Taker, which didn't say another. So basically, it was corrected during when the set got released. It was corrected to say another target. So like, because otherwise it could do an infinite loop of itself. And yeah, it's weird. Now you just need to do an infinite loop with 3 hostage takers, not with 1. Well, if 2 hostage takers were to enter battlefield at the same time, say for example, if you were to do Maelstrom Wanderer, wait, no. If you were to do like, for example, like, well, yeah, Maelstrom Wanderer, but like, why would you do that in Legacy? Like it's way too expensive. Like you could just do, yeah, never mind. Like, if somehow 2 were going to enter the battlefield at the same time. Okay, I have a simpler way. Like, if 2 copies of Hostage Taker was going to enter the battlefield at the same time. Oh, they see each other. It's out each other. They're gone. They're back. They're gone. They're back. And that is basically the smallest way to do an infinite loop with Hostage Taker. Instead of 3, do 2, and that they both enter battlefield at the same time. But a simple way is 3. You just go like, is that 1? So like, it's that 1. Okay. There's one that captured another Hostage Taker. Without one, the hostage taker gets released. It gets Zowed. Then other hostage taker gets released. It's Zowed. And then and then that one gets released. You just infinite loop. Yeah. But yeah. So not sure if Blood Tribute will be a similar card to Temporal Extortion. What do you think, viewers? Now time to move on to card 11. Okay, we got Fatal Frenzy. So like Fatal Frenzy, yeah, Berserk was too good for its mana cost. And was an uncommon even. Like, in Alpha was an uncommon Berserk. Yeah. Like, Berserk was too good. So they made a more expensive balanced version of Berserk called Fatal Frenzy. So like, it's 2 in a red instant until end of turn, target creature you control gains trample and gets plus X plus 0, or X is its power. Sacrifice it at end of turn. Yeah. So like, well yeah, you have to sacrifice it, and it can only target your own creature. But like, the thing is that with Fatal Frenzy, you can cast it during the combat damage step. So like, if the creature was to have double strike, you could do like first strike and then like before the, and then like, I don't know why would you do that. Like, well yeah, it can be cast during the combat damage step, but why would you do that? Still, it's a worse version of Berserk. It's making a reference to Berserk, but Fatal Frenzy is still a very good card. Berserk was just made too good, so they had to balance it with Fatal Frenzy. They decided not to time shift Berserk into red because the thing is that it will be too powerful as a red card. Also, they already time shifted Brute Force. Well, yeah, they time shifted Giant Growth into Brute Force. But yeah, but the thing is that now in M20 they're going to make a new card, which is a bit worse than Brute Force, because the thing is that it's +3/+2 instead of +3/+3. So yeah, it's worse than Brute Force. At least it's better than Bull Rush, which Bull Rush was like +2/+0, which is very bad. Like, even a land could do this effect. Yeah, there was a utility land in Zendikar. Like, Zendikar had many utility lands. Like basically enters battlefield tapped. It was, yeah, enters battlefield tapped. When enters battlefield, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. And you could tap for red. But like, it wasn't very good as a utility land either, because in Battle for Zendikar, there was basically a utility land that basically gives it +1/+1 and first strike, and then there's another one that was a red one, and then a white one said +1/+1 and gains visions, which is very good. Also, there was one in green, which was before Battle for Zendikar, which is the original Zendikar block, and it just gives it +1/+1. That was green, yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Berserk is basically the original version. It's like 1 green instant, cast Berserk only before the combat damage step. So like, okay, a good part of Fatal Frenzy is that if you were to take extra combat steps, you could cast Fatal Frenzy in your during second combat or during second main. Yeah, because there's some extra combat cards which basically said gives you an additional combat step followed by an additional main phase, or it can just give you an additional combat. But like, if you were to somehow draw Fatal Frenzy after first combat, but then enter into second combat, then you can Fatal Frenzy but Berserk would not work. That's the thing. That's the only part that in Fatal Frenzy is better than Berserk, but the rest, it's just worse than Berserk. But still a good card, Fatal Frenzy. And now, it's card 10 time. Okay, so we've got Heroes Remembered. So Heroes Remembered is a very good card. For 9 mana gives you 20 life. Wait, what? Yes, I repeat. For 9 mana gives you 20 life. Yes, it does. There's just 9. Yeah, very good. Or you could just suspend 10 for 1 white. And then in 10 turns, you get 20 life. Good. And now, there's also Sanguine Bond, which is a 5 mana enchantment whenever you gain life. Oh yeah, it makes a combo with Sanguine Bond, because like, when you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. 20 damage. With Heroes Remembered. So like, that's very good. Like, you go like turn 1, Heroes Remembered. Turn 2, turn 1, Plains, Heroes Remembered. Turn 2, a land, Fort Vessel. Turn Fort Vessel, Soul Ring, go. Yeah. Turn 3, oh yeah. Turn 2 was Swamp. Turn 3, Swamp. Tap 2 Soul Rings. No, tap 2 Swamps, Soul Ring, and Fort Vessel. Cast Sanguine Bond. 1 white. Sarah Ascendant, was it called like that? Yeah, I think so. And yeah, so Heroes Remembered has been left. It now has 8. Now that's turn 4. You basically drop a land, drop something again, maybe your commander, because you have 7 mana, and then like Heroes Remember we use 7, and you just attack for 6 damage in the air. You gain 6 life, target opponent loses 6 life, and then yeah, just normally until you get like until you get to 0 counters, you gain 20 life, and then target opponent loses 20 life. And wow, that's a lot. That was a lot for 1 mana. Well, yeah, 6 mana actually, because Sanguine Bond is 5 mana, but still, like, you could gain 20 life for 1 mana, which is decent. Like, we have to wait 10 turns to do that. That's the thing. Or you could just hard cast 9 mana and you gain 20 life, which is still good. Next card we've got Jedit Ojanen of Efrava, yeah. Yeah, well, Jedit Ojanen used to be a lord, but now it's not, because like the lord creature type was removed in 10th edition. I don't know why, but they removed the lord creature type in 10th edition. Yeah. You know, like, Jedit Ojanen of Efrava was making a reference to Jedit Ojanen, which is the original one. It's like, and the thing is that Jedit Ojanen was never green until Planar Chaos, and it got reprinted in Commander 2017, so it was also a good thing. Yeah, it's actually a very good card. Like, Jedit Ojanen, the original one, was garbage. Now Jedit Ojanen of Efrava is very good. Like, the thing is that Jedit Ojanen of Efrava is 3 and 3 green, 5/5 legendary creature, Cat Warrior. Not a lord, it's just Cat Warrior now. with Force Walk, and when attacks or blocks, yeah, that's good. And you create a 2/2 cat warrior with Force Walk. Yeah. So yeah, it's very good. Like you basically create lots of cat warriors with Force Walk. Even Jedit Ojanen has Force Walk. So that's evasion effects. Like you could just like attack with Jedit Ojanen very easily on someone who has only forests, because you leave behind a cat warrior to block. Or you could accumulate more cat warriors to then attack with Jedit Ojanen. Also Jedit Ojanen, if you were to somehow give him vigilance, then you could just create many cat warriors before it reaches your turn once again, because you could just attack. Then if another player was to attack, if the next player would attack you, you block. You create a cat warrior. And then another player might attack you, which isn't really likely. You block another cat warrior. Then if the third opponent was to attack you, I don't know why, you block and you create another cat warrior. Wow. Probably Jedit Ojanen would die in some of those blocks, but you at least create 4 cat warriors before it hit your turn once again. Yeah. Also things that Jedit Ojanen doesn't have haste. If you could somehow give him haste, that would be good. The Jedit Ojanen, the original one, was like really bad. Like 4 blue, 2 white, 5/5 cat warrior. That's it. Yeah. His creature type used to just be legend, nothing else. But now he's a cat warrior, which is very bad. Yeah, he was actually uncommon. He was like, then he became common in Masters Edition 2, or some Masters Edition, because the first 4 Masters sets, which were Masters Edition 2, Masters Edition 3, and Masters Edition 4, there were some legends, the uncommon legends, and legends were commons. Like, well, not all of them, because there was like uncommon legends, which were actually good cards. Basically, the uncommon vanilla legends, that's what I was talking about, were commons in Masters Edition. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, Urborg was also in Masters Edition. Masters Edition 3, I think it was. Urborg, the original one. And yeah, I have Urborg in Italian. I'm not sure if it's Legends or Masters Edition 3. That's the thing. Because a friend gave it to me. But now it's time for card 8. We've got Intet, the Dreamer. Did you like the Golden 8 effect? It's very cool, isn't it? Well, yeah, we've got Intet the Dreamer, which is a 6 mana 6/6 with flying. Oh, great! It's better than Mahamut Edition. Yeah, it's a 3 blue, red, green. Oh, it's Timur. Actually, yeah. Oh, in the past there was something else. Like, the thing is that in Plane Shift there were some dragons, kind of like Intet, but then they made others in Planar Chaos. Like Croesus was very good, but that was in Plane Shift. But Intet was just Planar Chaos. So yeah, it has flying, and when Intet deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2 in the blue. If you do, remove it's out the top card of your library, face down, and then you may look at the card as long as it remains exiled, and you may play that card without paying its mana cost. Oh wow! I actually used to think it said with any color of mana, but then now I realized it's without paying its mana cost, so that makes it insane. But it's still card 8, even though you could just cast it for free. But it can also play lands even. Like, yeah, think that if Intet dies, all the cards she exiled can still be played / cast. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, wait, never mind. As long as Intet is in the battlefield. Wait, it's as long as it's exiled and as long as... Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind, it's not... Never mind. It's not... When I was reading the text, like, I thought I didn't reach the end of the text. Like, I did not realize that if Intet died, all of the cards exiled with Intet would still be cast, but now it actually disappear. But they still remain face down. So if the cards were to be processed with an Eldrazi processor, they would go to the graveyard face down. Yeah. And face down graveyard goes to the bottom of the deck. No, bottom of the deck? No, bottom of the graveyard, I meant. Yeah. So yeah, it is still a good card. Yeah. Now to card 7. We've got Body Double. Yeah, Body Double is a unique shapeshifter because the thing is that it copies from the graveyard, which isn't something that shapeshifters normally do. They normally just copy from the battlefield. But Body Double is an exception. Like, the art is very cool. Like, it's a shapeshifter taking the form of a dead tree folk. What's a dead tree? I think it's a dead tree folk, not dead tree. Well, yeah, a dead tree folk can be considered a dead tree, but it's not the same thing. Like, as Body Double enters battlefield, you may choose a creature type card in any graveyard. And if you do, Body Double enters battlefield as a copy of that card. Yeah, Vesuvian Shapeshifter was mentioned in the rulings. Like, if you were to, like, say for example, use Body Double to copy a Vesuvian Shapeshifter, and then if you copy a Vesuvian Shapeshifter, that means it can copy another creature and then gains the ability. And then gains the ability at the beginning of your upkeep. You may turn this creature face down. Yeah. And also you can copy something else. But the thing is that if Body Double was to go face down, but then get face up, it dies. Yeah. Without a creature to copy, because, like, yeah. It has morph for 1 blue, the Vesuvian Shapeshifter. So like, if you were to Body Double, copy Vesuvian Shapeshifter, and copy something else, that's how you can use Body Double to copy a creature from the battlefield. So, yeah. But the thing is that if you were to flip face down Body Double, then basically it stays as a 2/2. Because, well, yeah, you can flip it face down for 2 mana, but it dies because it's just a 0/0 shapeshifter with nothing to copy. So it's gone. But Vesuvian Shapeshifter, it wasn't Time Spiral, so it was making a reference to Vesuvian Doppelganger, which was one of the first shapeshifters, because, like, Vesuvian Doppelganger and Clone were the first shapeshifters. Like, it was a doppelganger, but then he got adapted to be a shapeshifter. Like the art, it's basically like the art of the Vesuvian doppelgangers. Like, it's basically like a ling. And if you don't know what ling is, like, it'll come later in the podcast. Don't worry. So yeah, Vesuvian doppelgangers are 5-mana ets shapeshifter with when as it enters battlefield, and yeah, it copies any. You may choose another creature on the battlefield. If you do, Vesuvian doppelganger becomes a copy of that creature. Except Vesuvian doppelganger is blue, and on doing your upkeep, the Vesuvian doppelganger can copy it copies a different creature. You may copy a different creature, but if you were to yeah, and also in the old text, it, like, as a reminder text, it says like if the original creature would die, it can still be that creature, but then if it switches, it won't be able to switch back. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I actually like Vesuvian doppelganger because they're making a reference. Oh yeah, Vesuvian shapeshifter is making a reference to Vesuvian doppelganger, which was only in Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, Revised, and then Masters Edition 3 or 2. Masters Edition 3 or Masters Edition 2? Like all the Masters Edition set symbols are very similar. Except for Masters Edition 4, which is similar to Time Spiral and Eternal Masters. But yeah, now to card sets. We've got Oros, the Avenger. Is 3 white, black, red, sits legendary dragon with flying, and whenever Oros, the Avenger, deals combat damage to player, you may pay 2 and a white. You do, Oros deals 3 damage to each non-white creature. Yeah. So basically, it is good in an EDH deck with Tariel, Reckoner of Souls, because with Tariel you could just return some of the creatures you destroyed with Oros, which weren't white. Yeah. Like, with Oros the Avenger, you could just Sunlands everything on the battlefield. You pay 3. And the thing is that Sunlands was also in Planar Chaos. It was, yeah, it was like 1 white to deal 3 damage to target creature, non-white creature for 1 white. But like, it was making a time-shifted version of, I think that was called Strafe, which was like, 1 red deals 3 damage to a non-red creature, which is basically worse than Lightning Bolt because it's a sorcery, even like Sunlands is. Is it called Strafe? I don't know. I think it's called Strafe. If it's not Strafe, then it's Strife. Yeah, it was called Strafe. Oh wow, it was actually an uncommon in Plane Shift. Yeah. Yeah. And like, Lightning Bolt was a common. So like, how is Strafe an uncommon? Well yeah, Lightning Bolt, after M11, then it started being printed reprinted as an uncommon instead of being a common because it was too good for a common. But like in M20, Leyline of Sanctity is getting reprinted, so like Lightning Bolt has a chance to appear in M20. Like Lightning Bolt could be a rare if it appears in M20 or Mythic, but I think it's going to be a rare in M20 if it was to appear. Like, yeah, and also, Oros is good in the Kalia, the Vast commander deck because it's 4 mana, 2/2 human cleric with flying, and when Kalia of the Vast attacks an opponent, so if it was to attack a planeswalker, it doesn't work. You may put an angel, demon, or dragon creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking that opponent. So you drop Oros, the Avenger, and then you just so basically probably deals 8 damage to that player because they both have flying. Like you'd probably attack with Kalia on the player without flying creatures, so then you drop Oros. But then, like, you deal 8 damage. Well, so yeah. And then, since Oros deals damage, then you can pay 3 mana, and then board wipe. And just deal 3 damage to each non-white creature. Wow, that is very good. And then later on, you could attack with Kali and then drop Tariel. Oh, wait, it's tapped. But then the turn after you do that, you could just tap, and then you can just choose a creature card at random from your opponent's graveyard, and then you just bring them to the battlefield. Very good. Yeah, now to card 5. We've got Rebuff the Wicked. So yeah, Rebuff the Wicked, no one expected. It's a white counterspell. A white counterspell. Well, yeah. Planar Chaos also had another white counterspell called Dawn Charm, which wasn't good enough because it's basically like the reverse version of Rebuff the Wicked. Like, Rebuff the Wicked is 1 white instant to counter-target spell that targets a permanent you control. And yeah. That was basically Rebuff the Wicked. And like, yeah. Dawn Charm says counter-target spell that targets you for 2 mana. But you could also Fog or Death Ward. Oh no, wait. Death Ward, no. Like, Regenerate but in white, because it will be like a time-shifted version of Regenerate. Oh no, wait. Regenerate I think came later. So Regenerate will be a time-shifted version of Dawn Charm. I don't know, yeah. Dash Hopes wasn't good enough. Like, it's a black counterspell, but like, it's easy to counter because any player can pay 5 life. Even, not just the control of the spell. So like, if there's some sort of alliance, then someone else can just go like, fine, I'm taking 5. And like, wait, what? Yeah. Or it can sometimes happen that, like, yeah. So like, Rebuff the Wicked. Also, the thing is that in some sort of Mirrodin set. Yeah, it was a Mirrodin set. I don't remember what it was saying, but Turnaside was basically printed in that set. It was later on reprinted in Eldritch Moon, but Turnaside was basically a time-shifted version of Rebuff the Wicked. So what surprises me is that there was a card that got time-shifted from Planar Chaos, not into Planar Chaos. Like, Planar Chaos had time-shifted versions of cards that were referencing older cards, but Rebuff the Wicked, it was like a pre-time shift or something. Or like Turnaside is a time shift of Rebuff the Wicked. Like, wait, what? Like, I go like, wait, what? Yeah. Like, Turnaside is a bad card for blue, but Rebuff the Wicked is excellent for white. Yeah. It's very good. the Rebuff the Wicked. Like, it can easily counter a Searing Blaze, like a Searing Blaze with Landfall. It goes like, free, nope, Rebuff the Wicked. No damage to my creature, and I'm safe with all the damage. Yeah, you can also Dawn Charm and you still protect your creature, but Rebuff the Wicked also does a better job at that. Yeah, it's very good. And now to card 4. We've got Wild Pair. Wild Pair is just a 6-mana enchantment with whenever a creature enters battlefield. If you cast it from your hand, you may search your library for a creature card with the same total power and toughness and put it into the battlefield. You do, shuffle your library. Very good how it says total. So like, yeah, it got reprinted in Conspiracy too, but like, I was once opening a planar chaos booster, and I got Wild Pair and Groundbreaker, which, yeah, I'm like, wow, 2 rares. Like, I think, like, in planar chaos, like you open a booster, like, it's like, you could get, like, yeah, it was, like, 9 commons, 3 uncommons, and then 2 rares. If you get a foil, I think you replace the card with the same rarity. I think. Otherwise, it's just an additional card. Because the thing is that 8th edition and 9th edition was like that. The sets before that was also like that. But then after that they changed it. So like a foil was to become an extra card to the pack. And then in Amonkhet they decided to change it, and that a foil was to replace a common. Yeah. Also, Wild Pair is very good because, like, you just get one creature, play one creature, and you get a second one. So, like even if you play a 5/5, you could get a 6/4, 4/6, or 3/7, 2/8, 8/2, 9/1, 1/9. Yeah, very good. It's the same total. It doesn't have to be exact same. So, like, you drop a Kozilek, and then you could get drop Kozilek. No, wait. If you could just drop Pathracer of Ulamog and then bring in Inkwell Leviathan, and like, what? Actually, it would be better if you play Inkwell Leviathan and then you bring in Pathracer of Ulamog, and that's a better choice. Yeah. Like, basically, for 9 mana, you basically practically get 20 mana, because like, you get like the 7/11 for 9 mana, which is Inkwell Leviathan, and then 11 mana 9/9 for Pathracer of Ulamog. It's very good. Like, it's a 2-for-1 when you do Wild Pair, practically. It's very good. Well, it doesn't work on the Commander though. That's the thing. Most cards in this podcast are mainly for Commander, but some are for Modern as well. Yeah. Number 3, we've got remember to do that. You should subscribe. Yeah. We've got Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, which is a legendary land that says each land is a swamp in addition to its other land types. Yeah. And yeah, there was Urborg, which was the original version, which is like, it's a legendary land. That was what I was talking about. Like, it taps for black, or taps to remove First Strike or Swamp Walk from target creature on turn of turn. Yeah. Very good. So like, and what I like is that it uses the hammer symbol. The hammer symbol is like because that was the original tap symbol. Well, before the hammer symbol just, but the thing is that tap came before the hammer symbol. So like, it said tap 2, but then it got replaced with a hammer symbol, and now is a turnaround symbol. Yeah. So yeah, there's also Urborg's Volcano, which is a very garbage dual land, which enters tapped and you get black or red. Yeah, it's basically like Urborg Volcano is like part of the lore of Urborg because it's just like Urborg Volcanoes is a volcano in Urborg, which is some sort of region in Dominaria. Like, I like how Urborg was like just a castle. Like, well, yeah, the thing is that it wasn't reprinted in Eternal Masters. I opened one booster of Eternal Masters. I was doing a draft and like, oh great, a mythic land. And like, wait, it's a mythic, cool. But like, it's a land, and like, not cool. And then like, also got Fondant of Infinite Rage in the same pack. So I was thinking to take, and that was, if you don't know what it was Caracas. Like, I was thinking, take Caracas or take Fondant of Infinite Rage, and then like, fine, I'm taking Caracas because it's a mythic. Although it's a land, but it's still a mythic. And then like, and oh look, it's 50 euros. Wow. Yeah, that was like, I was actually surprised at the pricing of the card. Like, also now with Oathbreaker, now I could just play my Caracas because it's not banned in Oathbreaker. It was banned in Commander. That's the thing. Like, since I also saw Caracas was originally from Legends, so I expected Urborg to also be in the same set, and Pendelhaven, Hammerheim, and Tolaria, but it was only Caracas, and not even Pendelhaven was there. Pendelhaven got reprinted in 25 Masters as a rare. Yeah, but not the rest of the cycle. Then Caracas appeared in Ultimate Masters, and that was just Caracas. Yeah. It was like the original Urborg was part of a cycle, which is like Urborg, Caracas, Tolaria, Hammerheim, and Pendelhaven. Pendelhaven is the only one that's modern legal since it was reprinted in Time Spiral, time shifted. Yeah. So that made it modern legal. Like, Modern Horizons could be considered Time Spiral version 2, like, because it makes new cards for Modern, which are making references to old cards, and they reprint Legacy cards for Modern. Yeah. That's the thing. And now to second card. The second best. It is we've got Torchling. Well, yeah, Torchling, spoiler alert, is the best card for Commander, but like for Modern, like, it doesn't see play. Like, it's the second best. Like, there's top 20 best cards in general from Planar Chaos. Like, top 20 best cards in Planar Chaos, but like in general, not specifically for Commander. So it can be Commander, Modern, Legacy, Oathbreaker. Yeah, like I set the positions like on power level. Like, Torchling is a 5-mana free shapeshifter with 1 red, untapped Torchling. 1 red. Target creature blocks Torchling this turn if able. 1 red. Change the target of target spell that targets only Torchling. 1 mana. Gets +1/+1 on turn of turn. 1 mana. Gets -1/+1 on turn of turn. So yeah. It's making a reference to the original Morphling, which is in the reserve list. Yes. It's 5 mana for free shapeshifter with 1 blue, untap, 3 and 2 blue. 1 blue, untap Morphling. 1 blue, gains flying in turn of turn. 1 blue, gains shroud in turn of turn. 1 mana, gets +1/+1 in turn of turn. 1 mana, gets -1/+1 on turn of turn. Very good. Like, the thing is that Morphling-like creatures are like very powerful, especially with Mercil, because like Mercil could just use all 5 activated abilities of a creature or artifact it zows. Like if it was to zow Morphling, Torchling, or Endling, or Averling even, but like Averling does not fit. So there's Morphling, Torchling, and Endling. I just included Endling because it's a new card, which is 2 and 2 black. Wow, that's actually cheap for a Ling, but basically there was Brightling, which is 3 mana, which was in Battle Bond, but like Thornling was like 5 mana, like the other Lings. Averling, well, I think it was 6 mana or 5 mana. Yeah. Greater Morphling was like just a joke card. Yeah. It's a 4 mana 3/3 zombie shapeshifter. Yeah. The zombie. And it has 1 black gains Menace, 1 black gains Death Touch, 1 black gains Undying, and then 1 mana gets +1 -1 or -1 +1 on turn of turn. Very good, actually. Like all the Lings are like very good. Like I don't know, like Endling at its peak was like, the thing is that it was rare. Like normally a Ling would be a mythic. Like, well, yeah, Torchling was a rare because mythics did not exist. Morphling is a mythic in Vintage Masters, but the thing is that like it was originally rare because that was the highest rarity. Like Endling was rare. I don't know why, but it was rare. Brightling was a mythic, and Thornling was a mythic. Yeah, Averling was a rare somehow. Like it was like a weak Ling. Like the thing is that like all Lings have like some sort of way to untap itself. Like Morphling and Torchling can directly untap for 1 mana. Endling can gain Undying, so like if it has no +1/+1 counters and it would die, it would get untapped. Or return untapped with a +1/+1 counter. Yeah. Whoa! If there is like a Kismet-like thing, even Kismet, or in Planar Chaos, a Kismet got time shifted into blue. Yeah. Which is kind of cool, but like Endling is like literally, it's like literally kind of like untapped. So then 1 mana you could get like, yeah, very good. Also, Brightling can gain Vigilance, so basically if you attack, it would stay untapped. Averling can just flicker itself, so like it zows, but then returns at end of turn. So it's delayed, that's the thing with Averling. And there is also Thornling, which can just directly untap. Yeah. The thing is that Thornling is the odd one out, because like, well, yeah, Averling can be also considered odd one out, because like Thornling, the thing is that like normally the Lings are like there's 2 of them, one looking at each other, like a Vesuvian doppelganger, which was the original one. Yeah, but they're not Lings. They're just shapeshifters. But like, yeah. Also, like, there's the thing is that like Morphling, they look at each other. Torchling, they look at each other. Endling, they look at each other. Brightling, they look at each other. Thornling, it's just 1 elemental shapeshifter, just stomping everything. And Averling, they're just back to back, which, yeah, they are back to back. So like, it can be considered odd one out, but like they're just back to back. Now, for the final card of this podcast, we've got Render for We've got Extirpate. Like, Extirpate is terrible for Commander, but it's the best card in Planar Chaos for Modern, and the best card in Planar Chaos in general. So like, Extirpate is 1 black instant with split second. Choose target card in the graveyard other than a basic land. search its owner's graveyard, hand, and library for all cards with the same name as that card and remove them from the game. Then that player shuffles his or her library. Yeah. Excellent. So yeah, that is basically Extirpate. Yeah. Later on, I think it was later on, came a different card, which is a similar, better version of Extirpate called Surgical Extraction, which it changes split second for changing its mana cost from 1 black to 1 Phyrexian black, which you can pay for black or 2 life. You can choose a target card in a graveyard other than basic land. Search its owner's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that card and exile them. Then that player shuffles his or her library. Oh yeah, literally, Extirpate's only weakness is counterbalance because split second means players can't respond to Extirpate. So they just can't go I sacrifice in response. So they can't just go they just can't counter it with a spell or activate ability. So triggered abilities are the only way to counter it. So say for example counterbalance, or if you could even, but the thing is that with Aether Vial you have to activate Aether Vial to then drop a creature that could potentially counter Extirpate. That's the thing. Literally Extirpate denies all responding effects. The thing is that Extirpate is very good. It can only be run in a deck that uses black, but Extirpate is played in all black modern decks. Surgical Extraction is played in most modern decks. And then even it most frequently appears outside black decks because you could pay 2 life, so you could cast it for free basically, and pay 2 life. You cast Surgical Extraction, but you could also use. But then some black decks also run Surgical Extraction because you still cast it for free, but it will most likely be a waste in a black deck because you can pay it for black. So you'd better off go with an Extirpate for a black deck. But in a non-black deck, it's Surgical Extraction. All black decks that use Surgical Extraction also use Extirpate. That's the thing. Using Surgical Extraction and Extirpate, it can be 8 Extirpates or 6 Extirpates. Yeah. Also, Extirpate was reprinted in Modern Masters 1, and Surgical Extraction in Modern Masters 2. So Extirpate was at the start much stronger than Surgical Extraction until they realized Surgical Extraction is better. Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. It's very good. They are both very good cards. Extirpate is the one in Planar Chaos. Surgical Extraction is the one in New Phyrexia, I think it was. But it's a Phyrexian card. It was in some sort of Phyrexia or Mirrodin set because Mirrodin and Phyrexia, Mirrodin and New Phyrexia sets had all cards, including tokens, had watermarks. They were Mirrodin or Phyrexia. Oh yeah. Also, the Ravnica tokens had watermarks, but the thing is that tokens don't have set symbols. I'm not sure if they have watermarks either, but what I know is that they don't have set symbols. That's the thing. Because it says it officially in the rulings. So yeah. Also, yeah. Type in the top chat or the comments which of these cards did you like the most in return, and yeah, did you like Planar Chaos? Also, do you think Planar Chaos was a powerful set, excluding the case of because Planar Chaos, in my opinion, was actually a very good set, excluding, like, it had very good cards, but it had the worst card in the game, in the set. Which is called Bog Serpent. So if you just have seen my podcast about the worst cards in the game, which Bog Serpent was the worst, and Sea Serpent was the second worst. But like Bog Serpent was a time-shifted version of Sea Serpent. But still, it was a very good set. We got, because there's like Extirpate and Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, Torchling, yeah, very powerful cards in this set. But still, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, follow my Twitch channel, share with friends, and stay tuned to my next videos, streams and podcasts, and the podcast will be live every Tuesday. So stay tuned to them, and watch my other videos too. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, this one is not live, but in general they will be live. If I'm not on holidays, but sometimes I try to do live podcasts even when I'm on holidays. But like this time it's just a premiere podcast, the first premiere podcast. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye. Beautiful.